Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Parashat Pointers. This week's message is dedicated by Rabbi Moshe Seror in honor of his wife. There's so much to talk about in Korach, and I'm really going to deviate from the norm. This is going to be a depressing message, but I think it's an important one nonetheless. It says in the Pasuk, "Vayalu me'al mishkan Korach, Datan va'aviram misaviv, v'Datan va'aviram yatzu misavim, petach ohalehem, unshehem u'bnehem v'tapam." The people withdrew from the abodes of Korach, Datan and Aviram. Now Datan and Aviram had come out and they stood at the edges of their tents with their wives, their children, and their little ones. So basically the Pasuk is describing when the entire assembly that went on the side of Korach actually gathered together. The children were there, babies, everybody. The entire family was there. Okay? Now, if you analyze the destructive force of mahloket, of acrimony, of discord, it's absolutely amazing. Because normally, Rashi explains, in the courts here in this world, you have to be from the bar mitzvah age in order to be held accountable for your actions and punished. In Shamayim, you got to be 20. Why are little children dying with the punishment with Korach and his followers? What did they do? This is the question. Now the people that joined this rebellion of Korach against Moshe, they really wanted that. They felt that Moshe Rabbeinu was going after a power grab. And when they were standing there and they were punished, they were swallowed by the ground. There's a big punishment. How are we going to answer this question? Why were these little children punished? There's a very deep lesson here about how we're going to raise our children. When we have a harmonious home where people get along, our children grow up feeling secure, happy, confident. However, when they hear fighting, discord, and distrust, the opposite is true. The children who assembled in Korach's camp, they died as well because they were destined to live lives of conflict. The cycle of hatred and rebelliousness would never end. And it's only going to stop with their demise. So yeah, they were punished not because of a punishment, quote unquote, but because if you're around hearing that type of mahloket of Korach against Moshe Rabbeinu, and you're a child, even a baby, that's going to seep into you and that's going to affect you for life. So therefore, they died. When parents repeatedly use aggressive tactics with each other, some children can become distraught, worried, anxious, hopeless. They may react outwardly with anger, becoming violent, developing behavior problems at home and school. They could develop sleep disturbances, health problems, headaches, stomach aches, or they may just drop academically in school. The stress can interfere with their ability to pay attention, create academic problems you have no idea. Most children that grow up in destructive, conflict-filled homes have a real problem developing healthy relationships. So really the only way to change this and to have peace and harmony in your home is if each parent works on themselves, works on the way they talk. They don't scream, they don't attack, they don't act in a way of discord. They have a pleasant home, there's respect. So the child comes out in the right way. But if you're not ready to work on yourself, at the very least, don't fight in front of the children. Why are you fighting in front of them? Because you want to let out your emotions? You got to go into a private room. Do it at the right time. Every second they overhear you fighting and they witness it, you are destroying your children. So leave the room. Go in private. If you have to have a hard conversation, have the hard conversation. But don't do it in front of the children. Just like Korach's followers met their demise, even the children, you're doing that to your very own children. There's usually an upbeat, inspirational message. I'm sorry that it's not that way. But the severity of this problem necessitates this to be addressed. As parents, we have our own emotions and challenges. We're human beings. But you know what? Once you have children, they come first. And you got to take yourself out of the equation and say, the way I respond right now, the emotions that I use right now, is it the right thing for my children to see? If it's not, get out of there. Save it for later. I want to wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom, and we should all, Be'ezrat Hashem, have harmonious homes where our children grow up inspired and happy. Amen.